Welcome, boys and girls, members of the Mafia worldwide. It is time to speak to the Don of Sports, AJ Bocchini himself. AJ Bocchini.
What's up, Jack? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, everyone listening out there.
It is a wild Wednesday, isn't it?
It is a wild Wednesday, wild, wacky Wednesday, wacky Tuesday night in sports, or just crazy night last night. So,
tell us what's happening.
So, we'll start with the big upset last night. I don't know if you can call it an upset. Well, you can call it an upset by record standards, I guess. Creighton over UConn at Creighton last night.
Hey, that's by any standards. Was Creighton ranked?
19th.
19th. Well, 19th over 1. That's not by record. That's amazing. That's an amazing upset.
Yeah, it was at Creighton too. So, and Creighton they didn't just upset them; they blew the doors off them. So
19.
Yeah. So,
did you see any of it, AJ?
No, I was tuned into a couple of things last night. I was tuned into three different events at once, so I didn't see any of that game.
Well, who would think? I wouldn't have thought that would be the game to watch. Looking at the schedule, you'd say, "Yeah, UConn's going to go in there and beat them, do what they need to do to beat them. Maybe not stomp them, but on the road, but certainly beat them." But boy, that's the biggest upset. Is that the biggest upset of the year? Do you think, AJ?
I'd say Purdue over Ohio State was a little bigger because Ohio State was under 500.
Ohio State over Purdue.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. How did that happen?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I think Ohio State played a really good game, and they need to win, and they're playing more spirited because they got an interim coach now. So.
Okay. Yeah, their coach got fired, right?
Yeah, Chris Holman got fired after that 5-15 record in the Big Ten really doesn't do you any favors.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's unfortunate, but it's sports these days. All right. So we started with UConn going down to Creighton. I know you always have a lot of things on your list. What did you want to cover?
I got a couple other topics. I'm going to go more college basketball. I'll wrap with the Homestead story.
Okay.
And then we'll go more college basketball. Last night in the WIC tournament, Point beat Whitewater, so Whitewater's season is over. They finished 17-10, which is kind of disappointing because they started the year 17-6. So
they lost 4 in a row.
Lost the last 4 to finish the year.
AJ, is Stevens Point any good?
The game was at Point, so Point was a higher seed, but
okay, kind
of disappointing after the special year last year, after the Final Four run last year, and Miller's departure. It was kind of up and down this year. So
yeah. Okay, well, so Warhawk Nation is in mourning this morning.
Yes, Warhawk Nation is in serious mourning. Although Warhawk Nation, the women's team,
excellent,
is 22-3.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Is the women's team historically good at Whitewater?
Yeah, historically they've been pretty good. They've been pretty solid. They had back-to-back. When I was in school, they had back-to-back Final Fours, so that was kind of cool. And the nice thing about the D3 tournament is they keep it all in small venues, so it's all in small venues, so they pack the place pretty well. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, that'd be a fun setting to be in.
Yeah, it was.
Cool. More fun for Stevens Point last night, but that happens.
Yeah, it happens. It's tournament ball, you never know what's going to happen. So.
That's true. Okay, so Whitewater's down, UConn's down. What else is you going to in more in college basketball?
Badgers played really well last night.
And what did they do, AJ?
They won against Maryland at the Kohl Center. Kind of a must-win game for them to get back on track. They're now 10-6 in league play, which is very important because everyone thought they were down and out after they lost to Iowa, but Iowa's now 8-8 in conference, and Wisconsin is now 3rd. And for those of you who don't know, being in the top 4 in the Big Ten is kind of a big deal because you don't play till that Friday of the Big Ten tournament.
Didn't you say, AJ, that Iowa beat Michigan State last night too.
Yes, they did. They did. They did.
And up until then, Michigan State's been on kind of a rebound.
They've been kind of. They're not. They're now. Michigan State is now 9-7 in conference. Wisconsin is
Okay.
10-6, and
Okay.
Wisconsin has the head-to-head because they beat them twice.
Yeah. Wow. Big wins over the Spartans. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you still feel that the Big Ten is down this year, or do you feel
I think it's just
you can't tell what's going on?
I can't tell. On a Sunday when I don't have my TV, I know Ohio State beats Purdue.
Mhm.
Then Northwestern comes up to fourth, and I really can't tell.
And that's throughout the country. That's not just in the Big Ten.
No, it's more so throughout the country. Road success this year has been very challenging for many teams throughout the country. So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, so it's been a good run, but we'll see.
They just had we talked about that article this Sunday where they said that with the NCAA Sweet 16 preview, and they had the first time they had all the people who voted on it had all four of the teams: Purdue, UConn, Houston, and Arizona were the top four. But
makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, Houston had a heck of a time beating somebody the other night too. Not a great.
Yeah,
team.
they're good though. They're really good though.
Yeah, they are. They were really good last year.
Calvin Sampson is a good coach.
He is. Now he's the one who got into trouble with the NCAA years ago
with Indiana. Yeah.
With Indiana, and then he was on the Bucks as an assistant, kind of bounced around the NBA, and then went back to college and is doing real well.
Yes, sir. He did really well. It's worked out for him, so he's done really well. So
it gives you, we talk about lessons in sports and life. You can make a mistake.
Yeah.
And still come back.
Yeah, you can. You can get knocked down by your own doing or knocked down by somebody else's doing. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like I said, sports there's no favoritism in sports. There are favorites in certain games, but there's no favoritism in sports.
Interesting. Okay, good point, my man. Good job. What else? What's next? Where are we going next?
I'm going to go to the big showdown tomorrow night that we have.
Okay.
We have Homestead versus Nicolay. Both teams are 16-1, and our only loss, I should say ours, as in Homestead, is to Nicolay at home. So it's for the conference championship tomorrow night. So it should be a lot of fun.
What? Well, I know you can't make a prediction because you're a coach, right?
Yeah.
But you'll predict it'll be close.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Okay. So tomorrow's the conference championship. Nicolay, do you know how they were seeded in the state? We haven't talked
They were a
about
one
this.
seed. They were a 1 seed.
Okay. Do they deserve that?
In Division 2.
Do you think they deserve that, AJ?
Yeah, they're really good. They're very well coached.
Y'all seriously call me looking for meds when South Cabinet is open and wasn't never locked.
They're very good.
Okay.
They're 16.
But you didn't try to open it.
They're 16-1. So
the file cabinet been open.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at the file
it's very
cabinet
good.
open.
They're very good. So
Okay.
So
who is their coach, AJ? Do you know?
I don't know his name. But
Okay.
He's been there for a while.
Okay.
And it's cool because the schools are, one school's in Milwaukee County, one school's in Ozaki County, and they're like 2 minutes apart. So
isn't that something? They're so close.
I think it adds to the rivalry a little bit because one school's technically in Glendale, but it's all So
there's just a few Chinese restaurants in between them.
Right. Exactly.
Some good ones.
Exactly. So
groovy.
But
that's right in your backyard from your home.
Yeah, right. It's not far. But I'm excited.
Excellent.
So it should be fun. And it's on a third. And keep in mind, for those of you going to the game tomorrow night, the JV and freshmen are playing tonight.
Okay.
So the JV and freshmen are playing tonight. The school called and asked if they could move the JV and freshman game to the Wednesday because capacity in the gym. They were concerned about overwhelming the capacity in the gym. So
for the varsity game, AJ?
Yeah.
Cool.
So the JV The JV and freshman game are playing tonight. Playing tonight. So.
Oh, that's fun. That is really fun. Okay. I've got a couple NFL things, but what else do you have? Okay, well, I got three things. There's a headline I saw this morning that Dak Prescott is heading into his last year, quarterback for Dallas.
Last year's contract or last year?
Yep, last year's contract. And that the vibe is that he may be in line for a $60 million a year contract. Would you? Yeah.
No way.
They think he's going to reset the market.
No way.
Okay.
No way. $60 million?
Yes.
For a man that has been injured, has been inconsistent, and hurt.
Oh, he's been he hasn't been inconsistent since McCarthy's been there, has he?
No, but he hasn't exactly won a lot of games in the playoffs.
No. Yeah, the playoffs has been his bugaboo for sure.
So I'd say no. $60 million just seems like a lot of money.
It is. It seems like it because it is a lot of money.
I know it is a lot of money, but $60 million for one position just seems like an astronomical amount of money.
It is astronomical. It says here. It says he has leverage. This is out of Bleacher Report. It might be coming. $60 million. Said he expects Dak to reset the quarterback market by getting a $60
That's just something.
Dak's leverage. He can hit free agency after next season. He has a no trade clause. He's really good, and the quarterback market is due for a $60 million contract.
That just sounds insane. That
does sound insane. Then I'm still gonna say in the NFL, but changing gears somewhat to the Bears in that Justin Fields up. Allegedly, there are a lot of teams who are interested in trading the Bears for Justin Fields. Yeah.
Trading the pick or trading for Fields?
For Fields.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not surprised. He's still pretty young and he's not in his prime yet. And he's pretty skilled with skill around him. You could see his late season development with DJ Moore.
Yep.
It was pretty impressive. So.
Yep. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's not. Did he come out a year early? I can't recall.
Yeah, he came out a year early.
Yeah.
And he was pretty young when he came out. He was only 20 when he came out.
Yeah.
Because he reclassified in high school, I think.
Yep. Okay. Also with the Bears, I saw a list of the riskiest free agent signings this year potentially for NFL teams.
Yes,
one of them was cornerback Jalen Johnson. Jalen, I don't know how to say it. Jalen Johnson for the Bears. Do you think the Packers would be interested in somebody like that?
Signing him specifically?
Yeah. Do they need a cornerback or are they just needing safety? What do you think?
I think they can get more. I think the Packers are going to go with. I think the Packers are going to go after an offensive tackle.
Free agent offensive tackle?
I think so.
Anybody that you in particular think?
No, nobody that I can particularly think of, but maybe a veteran. I think a veteran.
Do you think there's any chance they would either keep or re-sign David Bakhtiari?
Not a chance. Not with his health history.
What year is that, David?
Do you think
he's got a worse medical record than me? And I'm on surgery 12.
AJ.
I'm just saying. It was I sure can. But
you are something.
Let me see his cut.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to want the Jets to sign him.
Go ahead, pull him in.
I wouldn't mind them re-signing him and trading him to somewhere.
Yeah. Well, he was a good player for a long time with the Packers, but he certainly has been.
get the money
Yeah.
off the books.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to college football, which we haven't talked about in a while because there hasn't been much college football. But they're going to 12 teams, the playoffs now.
5 plus 7, right?
Yeah. What is
5
that?
conference
5?
champions and 7 highest ranked teams.
Yeah. Yep. Grants
I-
automatic bids to the 5 highest ranked conference champions and issues the remaining 7 slots to at-large bids.
Excellent. This is going to work out well for them, I think.
It's a slight adjustment from the previously agreed 6+6 model. Yeah.
I think it'll work out well for them. I love it. I think it's more fair too. I think winning a conference should be rewarded, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 7 highest ranked teams only make sense.
Okay. Now everybody thinks, to everyone who thinks the issue of who got snubbed or who deserved to get in didn't get in, if you think that's going away, it's not, because the teams that'll be the 13th and 14th teams will be saying that this year.
Yeah, the argument's just going to get bigger.
Yeah, and they said this year the championship game or this coming season, so it'll be next January 2025, will be January 20th, nearly 2 weeks from the date range we're used to.
You know,
Is-
that's just
Is it
exactly right.
is it implemented for this upcoming season?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember the
I'm
new
very
four.
intrigued. You know, people don't know this. Well, unless you follow the D2 and D3, people don't know this. But D2 and D3, their playoffs go into mid-January because their playoffs are 32 teams.
Yeah.
So in reality, 12 isn't that bad. It's just a matter of travel.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of travel, really, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They're playing. It doesn't matter. They're training year round too. It's really not a big deal. I don't think.
It's a wild. It's a wild thing, you know.
January's going to be the football month.
I hope they're happy at 12 because I don't think they're going to go to 24.
No, I don't think so. That would just be I don't know. When back in my day, they didn't have any playoff. It was like 2 teams could be voted national champion.
Yeah, 2 teams for the national championship, right? I
So
remember those days.
That was weird.
Those days so long ago, don't they?
They do, and it's good that they seem so long ago. It's good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
All the computers are taken out of it. Now it's all a human element. It's good.
All right, so you sound pretty happy with the upcoming college football season.
I am. We got. Keep in mind, Badger fans, if you're wondering who's playing quarterback for you next year,
I am wondering that.
Tyler Van Dyke.
Who is that?
He played quarterback at Miami last year.
Any good?
He was first team All ACC as a freshman, and now he's going to be a senior.
Why is he transferring, AJ? Do you know?
There's a lot of competition on a Miami at quarterback, and they didn't win a lot of games, and it wasn't much of a run game on there. So he didn't get the opportunity to use his health because he was getting beat up. So
okay, and this will be the first year
he's from Connecticut, so he's used to playing in the cold.
Connecticut. What about this will be the first year in a while without Braylon Allen, right?
Yes, sir. Braylon's going to be 20 in the NFL.
Where do you think? What round do you have any early inklings as to where he could go? What round? 4th round?
Yes, sir.
Given that he'd be a 4th rounder, do you think he'd be wise to stay in school? Will his stock pick up, or is he smart to go now?
No, it's smart to go now.
Okay.
It's smart to go now. He's got the body type that if he took on another 200 carries at Wisconsin,
mm-hmm.
he would have shortened his career by another 2 years, I think.
Okay. So
and keep in mind, the kid's only 20 years old. So if he can play from like 20 to 29 or 20 to 27, and have a solid career, that would be awesome for him.
Okay.
And I like Braylon. He's a Fondy kid, so I like Braylon too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, whether you like him or not, I'm glad you do like him, but you have to be happy for someone saying thank you for the great job you did for us while you were able to, and go make some money while you can. And
Yeah,
he's
though.
already making some money with the endorsements, but you wish him well and say thank you as a Badgers fan.
Yeah, right. These are keep in mind these are kids too. These are not. They're paid now, but they're still kids, and they're still gonna be advised to make the right decisions. And it
Hmm.
makes for an interesting process for them too.
Yeah, it does.
Do I leave school? And then the thing that football got right, and I'll say this, is football you have to stay in school for 3 years, a minimum of 3 years. So you have to get somewhat of an education before you can go to school.
Before you go
Does
to
that make
school,
sense?
before you go to the pros.
Yeah, before you go to pro, I'm saying.
Okay.
You have to have to go to classes, have to start your degree at least so you can finish it on the back end of your career. Like
AJ,
Jonathan Taylor did, I think he did.
do you think AJ? Why do you think the NFL was able to get the 3 years in school commitment and NBA was not? What's the
It's a
difference? How did
different
that?
game. Not to be so obvious, but your body type is not ready for the NFL at 18 years old because the guys are so much bigger, faster, stronger. I think in the NBA, because it's just 5 guys and it's just pure athleticism, that you know body types can be any. You can have any body type and you'll be set to go.
It's physical, but it's not um, collision like they used to say. As
Yeah,
Lombardi said, basketball may be a contact sport, but football is a collision sport.
yeah. There's a difference between contacts and collision.
Yeah,
You get bumped in basketball, you'll be fine. You get collide in football, you could be seriously injured if you're too young. If your body's not fully developed.
speaking of the NBA, I'm switching topics on you again, but I'm going to one of your favorite subjects. Milwaukee basketball native. I read a big article about him this weekend. Um, Brandon, is it Podzinski? How do you say his last name, AJ?
Brandon Pazinski, he's from Santa Clara. He went to Santa Clara. He went to St. John's Northwest Military Academy.
Yep.
Uh, he plays for Golden State now.
Yeah, he just got moved into the starting lineup, and they're bringing Clay Thompson off the bench.
Yeah, he's good.
Yes, they did. Them other ones did.
He's real good.
He sounds like quite a character from the stuff that I saw.
He's real good. He's real. But he fits well with that young. He's energetic some legs into that young. That line. No disrespect. They're getting older,
Right.
so they need some young legs. So that's probably good for them. It's
Yeah,
kind of like Miami with Tyler. Tyler's not that young, but he's younger than most of the guys on their team. So.
Okay. Tyler Hero. Okay. How's he doing? Is he still doing well?
Still getting paid.
Okay. What about your buddy Duncan Robinson?
Still getting paid. Not playing a whole bunch, but still getting paid.
Isn't that something how they can get hot and be something in the playoffs and then
All they need is that one. It takes one contract, Jack. One contract sets you up for life.
that's like your contract with the Jack Henke show.
Hey, my contract is a lifetime contract, no matter where I'm at. So it's all good.
You're
It's all
something.
good. I want to give a shout out to, if I can,
Sure.
I got an email back from, you remember my buddy Jake Dicker, who's the coach of Washington State?
Yes.
I got an email back from his dad. I sent him my video
Nice.
for presentations,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking about doing some. If anyone is interested, travel could be a challenge. If travel is a challenge, I'm also open to doing virtual presentations over like StreamYard or Zoom.
Okay.
So if anyone is interested, and you're out of state or wherever you may be, let me know. Send me an email at finishedbyaj@gmail.com, and we can get it arranged and get it set up. So
that'd be finish FINISH by BY
BY.
AJ
Yep.
at gmail.com. Finish by AJ at gmail.com.
Yeah, because I sent my video out to a bunch of, like, I sent out to Marquette, Madison, Wake Forest, Washington State, and it was just the video for the presentation. So
Yep.
So if anyone's interested, like right now, my dad is on the shelf. Yeah, we'll soon, Doug. But right now, as travel could be a challenge. So if anyone's interested and wants to do a virtual presentation, just hit me up. Let me know. We'll figure it out.
Okay, that's great. That's great. The world is yours, AJ. You got there are a lot of people who could use your message of inspiration and grit and determination. So I think whether it's specifically for sports, it doesn't need to be specifically for sports.
Doesn't have to be a sports group either.
That's right.
I've done a national sales meeting. I've done different classes for schools. I've done let's see.
Well, you've done Rotary clubs, which
I've
are
done
business people.
Two different Rotary clubs.
Yep.
Different businesses. I did a UK India presentation.
Really?
Over Zoom. Over Zoom.
When did you do that?
During just prior to COVID.
Okay.
Because they needed a speaker, and my aunt's, Cindy.
Yep.
Cindy was working for Core at the time. She hooked me up with UK India.
Nice.
And it was over Zoom. So I have multiple platforms I can do the speech on. It only takes about 30 minutes of your time. And just shout out to everyone who's had me do it before. I love doing it, and it just impacts so many lives. So I love impacting lives and just meeting people. So it's cool.
30 minutes to change a lifetime. That's what it is. With AJ Bocchini.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, inspirational and very actionable, I would say. You get very, very pragmatic about it's not just pie in the sky stuff. So that's great.
No, and it's not just about me. It's a lot about other people too. So I got to where I am, including the Hanky Show, because of a lot of other people. So it's not just about me. So. Jack, who you got on tomorrow night? Anybody?
Tomorrow, anybody. We've got amateur wrestling, arm wrestling champion Corey Shabesta is coming on to talk about arm wrestling, competitive arm wrestling. He's a real character and has great stories to tell.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, this is serious business.
Yes.
I was talking to him. He had his arm in a sling. He had just had rotator cuff surgery done, and he also had his bicep reattached.
What's with everybody in surgeries right now, man? Come on.
Well, his was specifically from a career of arm wrestling. You can imagine.
Just the torque and rotation problem.
Yeah. You bet. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Then we have Bulldog, and he's crazy.
How old is Corey?
I'd say I'm not sure exactly. I'd say
amateur, right. So he's got to be under 18. Right?
No. He can be amateur. He's probably 50. You can compete at an amateur level. I don't think they allow 18-year-olds. I don't think they allow people that young to do it. Because they're still developed, kind of like the NFL rule,
So he's how old, you said?
Old? He's only 50. 50's nothing.
No,
you're young. You're a whippersnapper.
He's awesome. That'd be a good show. It
will be.
You have to send me the episode.
Okay.
Once you get it recorded, because I won't be able to watch tomorrow night, obviously.
You'll be busy.
Yes. Sorry. There for just a little breakdown before we go.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 7 potential games left
for Homestead.
For anybody in the state of basketball.
Okay.
Well, your last week of regular season games is this week.
Okay.
And then every game you win, you advance to another day. So our playoffs will start next Friday. Then if we win, we play Saturday. And then you advance to the next weekend. If
you win, you play the very next night?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's tough.
Yes, sir. But the reward is if you win on Saturday, you don't play till Thursday.
Okay. Do you know when the championship that weekend is? Do you know the dates by any chance?
Championship weekend is 14th through 16th of March in Madison.
Okay. So the tournament goes for a while
It only
from
goes
now,
for 3
from
weekends.
today.
It goes
Yeah.
for 3 weekends when you think about it.
Yep. Well, that's gonna be so much fun.
But it would
Well,
be nice. The nice thing is for locals out there, if whoever wins has to go back to Sheboygan to play in the sectional.
okay, and that's not good.
The first round of sectionals, and then the sectional final will be in Oshkosh. Unless one of the host schools is in it.
Okay.
So
Well, it's exciting. It's an
it's
exciting
a
time
fun
of year.
process. It's a
It's
fun
a-
process.
It's a great time of year for high school sports.
Yeah.
And are the girls? They're the same. Are they in the same schedule? AJ?
Girls start.
This week,
Girls
right?
for Homestead start. Girls started last night,
Last night.
and girls for Homestead started on Friday.
Okay.
Oh, and before I forget, one last thing. This is my
Mhm.
last thing.
Huh.
My brother, before I report for you on Sunday, my brother is coming down from Madison.
To
On
watch the
Saturday.
game. To watch.
No, just to come visit.
Nice.
So he's gonna come visit, tour Mequon with Hannah, and it'll be fun.
Nice. That'll be fun.
So
They'll be able to see what a local celebrity you are.
yeah, right, right.
Very cool. Well, that sounds like another great. We got the weekends lined up, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. It's really good. All right. I think it's that time to say goodbye until Sunday. You're going to take another 3 weeks off. Or are you coming back on Sunday?
No, I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be here.
Okay. Good. You can tell us about where you took your brother and sister-in-law, and
Yes.
also about Nicolay, how the big game went. Want a recap of that?
And we can pre. This is my last regular season game, so we can preview the tournament next week.
Great. Great. All right. Best of luck to you and the boys
Thank you. Appreciate it.
and all the teams
Have a
out there.
great
Best
show
of
tomorrow
luck.
night. All right.
Yes. Yes, sir. How can I not with Bulldog? That's
Yeah,
the question.
Well, do you got Patty too or no?
Patty's not on this week. She was on last week. She's on like every other week.
Sounds
We got
good.
Corey the arm wrestler on.
Sounds good. Well, you guys have a great show.
All right, and
Thank
you
you
have
to
a
all
great you have a
thank
great
you
show
all.
at Nicolay.
Thank you to all you Mafia
The
Mafia members.
Mafia members the world
for
over.
listening. I know it's early in the morning for some of you, so
That's right.
I appreciate you guys listening, and have a great week, everybody.
All right, AJ, you
Enjoy.
take care, and thanks for everything. Keep up the good work, and remember, everybody, if you're interested in having AJ speak to your group, doesn't have to be an athletic group. It can be someone who just needs some to learn something about inspiration and determination. That's finishbyaj@gmail.com. Right?
Yes, sir.
I already have it memorized. So,
Yes, sir.
AJ, good luck tomorrow. Go kick some ass. All right.